Much of the news coming out of the Hong Kong airport this week has focused on an urgent defense of democracy. But reporting by some of China's most popular news channels was noticeably different. State media describing the protests as something out of a horror film, where a mainland journalist was tortured and the elderly harassed.
I think in the past few days, the strategy to try to emphasize on the wrongdoing of the Hong Kong protester. That's why they try to use the term, say, terrorism or torture.
King Fu says Chinese state media is focused on discrediting the message of the protesters, including their outrage over police violence. Anger spiked after a medic was shot in the eye, but the state broadcaster says protesters were responsible for her injury, even suggesting the incident was a hoax paid for by demonstrators.
This basically is an ungrounded claim and it already found to be untrue. But these kinds of story was circulated widely in China.
He says state media is also reporting large public support for the police.
The Hong Kong police force is probably one of the best police forces in the world.
And Fu says it's not just state media managing the narrative, it's also politicians. Consider a statement made by Chief Executive Carrie Lam accusing protesters of damaging the economy.
They did not mind destroying Hong Kong's economy. They have no stake in the society which so many people have helped to build. This is also the consensus view of 33 members from the business sector.
But not everyone's buying that. The following day, a group described as members of the financial sector shot back, saying it was misleading for the government to blame protesters for an unrelated economic slowdown that started before the unrest began.